for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Here we go. Black 20. Mark 54. Heavy on the edges,
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On second down, it's Pollard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
Stand.
Watch the ship. Watch that.
Rock it.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Watch the ship.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the ready. Go.
Mike 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 50.
Hey, Delta.
Get ready.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, check. Break down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You can't block me. Check 37. Check 37.
On second down now, Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Switch. Shift.
These two. No spacing.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Give to the fullback. This is Ron. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far they've got. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
These two.
Right there, 54.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Alert, alert. 22, 44.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Back to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Team 6. Hurry. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 down. Watch the edge.
Yo, go. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 10. This one complete to Jordan Reed.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Roethlisberger will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Leo. Hey, lock it. Now.
He'll drop to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike's 50. I got one.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And a nice job there defensively. They get him. To the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's fourth down. Woo! Let's get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
No spacing.
Motion. Right here, guys.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Ben on third and long. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Set. Black 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Easy. Monday. Black and turn.
Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Block 80!
Too low,
Watch the safety creep. Snickers, 66. Hey!
Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you're on the line.
Now back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Like 5.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh. That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The fullback Watt with a run. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots.
Here we go. Black 80.
54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Back.
Jack 16.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 26 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Harry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I got one. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's checking. Crash.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now they try the right side here. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Like 80.
51. Get the ball.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Check. Watch 54. Exit.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Time for Charles to fire up the snowplow as we say so long from Foxborough.
I'll even hold for your field goal attempt, partner.